Joe was really, really healthy for his first 2 years. Towards his second birthday, he started vomiting.
And at this point, Joe had begun to lose his balance and wobble a little. So 42 hours later, we end up in the emergency room begging them to admit us. They moved us right away into the ICU, and we started prepping for immediate brain surgery.
When you hear that your child has cancer, you get the wind knocked out of you.
I live in Rancho Santa Fe in California. I had an esophageal cancer. Your first thoughts when you are diagnosed with cancer is, damn, why me? I'm in perfect health except for this. But the first thought now is, hey, there's lots of ways to deal with this. So I started looking more in depth into proton treatment, and through due diligence, ended up choosing Barnes-Jewish here in St. Louis.
Proton therapy allows us to treat patients we wouldn't normally be able to treat, potentially with radiation at all.
This is a type of radiation that can save so many lives.
Mr. Kling had a tumor behind his eye and found that proton beam therapy would effectively treat his tumor and he could keep his eye. And so he was instrumental in talking to the hospital administration so that we could get this proton beam unit.
We also can give a conformal therapy to our pediatric patients and spare normal tissues that contribute to growth and development.
We did 6 rounds of chemotherapy. We did 5 rounds of regular chemotherapy, and we did 1 round of a bone marrow transplant. And there were 3 spots that were left in the spine that would not go away. Our only option was radiation.
Medulloblastoma, which is what Joe has, with metastasis down the spinal column, has only ever been known to be beaten with radiation. So we were praying for a miracle in the form of this proton radiation machine in St. Louis.
Proton beam is different than conventional radiation therapy. It's different because protons have a charge, and so they go at depth. And so we can select a depth to go, whether it's 2 inches or 5 inches or 10 inches. It goes that depth and stops. And so it misses all the normal tissue that's beyond the range of that proton beam. So it spares normal tissue. In the first 500 patients, we're seeing less side effects.
What we appreciated the most was the location. It was so close to Kansas City that was convenient for us. We saw them every day, so they felt like family. They were just really pleasant and helpful and welcoming.
Everyone is concerned with you. They want to conquer this whole cancer thing, and they want to do everything they can with you as a patient to make you feel comfortable that you're going to get the best possible care you can.
Just in the last year, his improvements have been awe-inspiring and absolutely shocking. We don't even worry about him falling almost anymore. He's playing wiffle ball in the backyard. He walked up the driveway.
Nice job.
I'm learning from that kid every day, and I think he's not thinking about next week or tomorrow or anything. He is just with you and the happiest person I've ever met.
After 6 weeks, totally clear. No tumor left at all. So within 2 months, I was back to playing golf after surgery and everything.
Will it say juice strong?
The next phase for proton therapy is to offer pencil beam proton therapy. It would help deliver a small beamlet of protons in a precise location and spare critical structures, skip over spinal cord, bypass the heart to provide a very accurate treatment for proton therapy.
It's a smaller, better paintbrush, if you will. That's the newest technology, and we need to expand to a second room and get the newest technology here. That will expand the patient population that we can treat, and it will allow us to treat the patients we are getting better.
You quickly get over feeling sorry for yourself when you see what people like Dr. Bradley's doing for these kids. We are not funding basic research in medicine or anything else at the level we need to. So we have to start looking broadly at how we create new knowledge that people like Jeff Bradley and the technology people convert to technologies that actually have usefulness to us.
This Proton Center was founded on philanthropy. and we will need to rely on further support to take us to the next level. We wouldn't have this Proton Center without the donations from the foundation. As we look into getting another system that allows us to stay cutting-edge leaders in proton therapy.
With our experience, with what we've gone through and the results that we've seen, we couldn't thank God anymore for that machine and that apparatus and that team. Joseph is a living, breathing example of the miracle that we've been praying for in the form of a proton radiation machine in St. Louis.
It doesn't exist very many places. It is a special place to introduce new technology.
Joe is doing great now. He has made tons of progress. He's stronger than he has been. He's happy.
I like to smother him with snuggles all day, every day.
I'm grateful that I have my family.